Hello everyone, I am Alex Edsel and I would like to talk to you about how to establish your credibility for a speech. Firstly, you're going to want to present yourself in a good way. So you're going to want to dress properly. By dressing properly, I mean dressing up a little nicely. If you're in a formal situation, then dress a little nicer. If it's in a little more informal situation, then still be in business casual, but not anything worse than that. You're going to want to speak loudly and clearly and confidently during your speech. By speaking up, people will understand more, they'll have more faith in what you're saying is actually legitimate and believe in you. Talk about your own connection to the topic. So if you have any stories or if you have passion about it, then talk about that. It will establish your ethos and your credibility towards that subject and be clear and concise. If you start using a bunch of technical jargon and start going off on tangents, then it's not going to come across as clearly and you're not going to look as good, so they may not believe you as much. You will also want to show some outside sources. So you can bring some evidence backing you up, but you got to make sure to give credit where you found it. If you found it from someone else's speech, then make sure to give their name, or if you found it from a study, specifically say that you found this statistic from a study. By citing actual statistics, giving numbers with known credible sources, that people will be much more likely to actually believe in you and what you're saying. Before your speech, you're going to also want to take a look at your presentation from the viewpoint of the audience. By stepping back and taking a look at it from their point of view, you're going to get a better understanding of how they're going to take it. If you're saying something that might be a bit too advanced for the audience, you want to make sure they're going to understand everything you say, so you don't want to use any technical jargon that they wouldn't understand. You want to just take that step back to make sure that they will understand it. At the end, you should also allow some time for questions. By giving time for questions, you can clear up any miscommunications that they may have had, and take the time to have the answers already for some simple questions that you might already predict people would be asking. By having an immediate response, they're going to believe you better. You're going to come across as more credible.